Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new here and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have quite an exciting one because I'm going to be testing a couple of products from the BH Cosmetics Christmas range. Now, we have tested some BH on my channel, and I'm not gonna lie guys, I just feel like they're so underrated. Like, they have such good products and just nobody talks about them. So I'm trying to incorporate a lot of BH new releases on my channel, and I thought the Christmas collection would be a good collection to review for you. So without further ado, let's jump on into it. The collection is called Ho Ho Holidays, and they have 3 palettes I believe in this collection. They have a highlighter palette, and then they have 2 eyeshadow palettes, the Nice palette and the Naughty palette. I have these 2 palettes to test. I have of course the highlighter palette, and then I wasn't sure which eyeshadow palette to get, but I ended up getting the Nice one. I think the Naughty one was like £24.95 or something. This one was like £8, £10, I can't remember. So it was super affordable, so I thought I'd give these a test and see if they're good quality or not. I also had a comment from one of my beautiful subscribers. I will leave her comment up on the screen so you can see and shout her out, because she asked if I could review this collection. I hope this is going to be good enough, and of course if you want to see a review on the Naughty palette, then please just let me know down below. I absolutely love BH Cosmetics. I actually have got some of their face makeup on at the moment. I've got their Belgian Waffle palette on. This is like part of their Weekend Vibes collection. This Weekend Vibes collection, unreal. I've got reviews on the Mimosa, Blueberry Muffin palettes. I think that's it. I haven't got the avocado one yet. I really need to get my hands on that, but this is incredible. Just quickly before we get into those palettes, it's a like bronzer, contour and highlighter palette. If you've got fair to light skin tones, you'd absolutely love this, and it's like a firm favourite of mine. So I put the bronzer and contour on. I have just recently bought the Weekend Vibes Bellini blush palette, which has all peachy blushes in it, and I'm going to use that in today's video as well. So I think we should start off with the highlighter palette. So this is the Let It Glow 4-colour highlighter palette. How cute is their holiday packaging? I absolutely love it. I feel like it's like proper old school Christmassy vibes. And then inside, I'm going to take the plastic off. Inside the highlighter palette, you get 4 highlighters. You get Sugar Cookie, Starlight, Tinsel and Below Zero. And this palette actually retails for £11.95, which I don't think is that bad a price considering their like big palettes are £15.50. So these are a little bit cheaper. Obviously these are part of their Christmas collection, so I don't think they'll be around all year round. But I wanted to get this to test you anyway. Which highlighter shall I use? Because I honestly feel like I could definitely get away with the 2 end ones and maybe this one. Let's actually swatch this palette first, and then I'll decide which one. So these are the 4 highlighters swatched. Like, how beautiful are these? I think Sugar Cookie is my favourite, which is the first one, because it just looks really blinding. And I feel like the Below Zero has a little bit of a blue reflect to it, which makes sense because it's called Below Zero. And there is obviously that second shade there that would look beautiful on like a deeper skin tone. I think I'm gonna go in with Sugar Cookie because it's just a bit of me really, isn't it? Let's put this on my face. Oh my goodness, how blinding is that? BH know how to do good highlighters. Like, my god, that is just absolutely stunning. If this video tells you one thing, please check out BH Cosmetics, because I honestly feel like nobody talks about them, and I don't understand why, because look how blinding that is. I absolutely love it. This palette is absolutely beautiful. I know it's a Christmas palette, but I mean, you can never have too many highlighter palettes, can you? And I feel like the shades in here are absolutely beautiful. I just want to chuck on some blush, and I wanted to do this on camera because I haven't actually used this on camera yet. And this is their Bellini blush palette. I mean, is this not a peach lover's dream? Like, my goodness, it is just absolutely insane. So I think I'm going to take the second shade in, which is called Just Peachy, and they all come with like mirrors as well, so they are like not like super affordable, but I think they're a really decent price, and BH are such good quality that you're definitely getting like a lot for your money. But how gorgeous. Oh my god, this is my first time using it. Oh my god, I love it. Literally a little bit goes a long way, because it's really nice and pigmented. So just going with a light hand and you have got yourself some beautiful peachy blush. Okay, now we're on to the eyeshadow palette portion of this video, and I am testing the BH, don't need to say BH because you already know that. This is the nice 16 colour shadow palette, and this is what the palette looks like. How adorable is this? Like, it's absolutely tiny. Like, the palette is small, but the pans are really tiny. So you get 16 shades in here. You also get a little mirror as well. I love the, honestly, BH are doing it right. Like, you need to put mirrors in all your palettes. The colour story of this is quite neutral, really, when you think about it. There is a couple of pops of colour, but for the most part it is like a neutrals palette, and there is quite a lot of dark neutrals in here, and then you have some beautiful pops of shimmer in here as well. So before I actually get this on my eyes, I'm going to do some swatches. And by the way, both of these palettes are cruelty free and vegan, so if you only support brands that are cruelty free and or vegan, then you can definitely play with this makeup, which is very exciting. So yeah, let's get into the swatches. I need to stop rambling. I need to get the swatches on my arm. And this is the entire palette swatched. Now, I'm not going to lie, the mattes in this palette do not swatch as well as I know some of their other palettes can. The shimmers, however, are so creamy and soft and foily. I think it's just a matte formula that might let this palette down a little bit in terms of the swatches. The black though, oh my god, it is so pigmented. So I don't get why the black is super pigmented, but the other mattes required a few layers to build. But I like the colour story of this palette. I feel like a lot of people will, because it is more on the neutral side. So let's get into the eye look. Right, so I've just primed my eyes. I used my Revolution Ultimate Eye Base, and for my crease, I think I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Cookie. I was really worried that because they didn't swatch very well, they weren't going to be very pigmented, but it proved me wrong. Like, how beautiful is this shade? Like, it is absolutely stunning. It's just like a really nice warm brown. Okay, it has a few like specks of shimmer in it, but I still want to use it. I'm going to take this red here, which is called Jolly. I really wished it didn't have shimmer in it, because that would have been perfect with this palette if it was matte. But I'm hoping I dust off a lot of the shimmer, and I'm just going to add that into my crease on top of this colour. And to blend out my crease shades, I'm going to take the shade Bow, which is this one. And then because there's still a little bit of harshness, I'm going to go back in with this brush that I used the red with and just blend this out a little bit more. Okay, and then for my outer corners, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Ginger Snap. And yeah, I'm just going to add that to my outer corner. Right, I'm going to hop off camera. I'm going to do a half cut crease. I want to make this super Christmassy. It's going to be my first like Christmas-esque look. I'm very excited. So I'm going to go back in with my Revolution Ultimate Eye Base and my Real Techniques accent brush. I'm going to do half cut creases on both eyes, and then I'll be right back. Right, so these are my cut creases. I don't think they look too bad today, actually. They look quite even, which I'm very happy about. Now I need to put a shimmer all on the lid, and because I want to make this a little bit Christmassy, I'm gonna have to, if I can hold this palette up right, I'm gonna have to take this shade Holly, which is the like shimmery green. I'm so excited. This is incredible. Like, the shimmers, I didn't even wet them. Like, that was just like minimal effort applying the shimmer. Literally took me like no more than like 2 minutes, and all of the shimmer is on, and it looks so beautiful and metallic. Unreal. This is what I mean. Like, why does no one talk about them? Like, literally every palette that I've tried from BH has been exceptional quality, so you all need to go and check them out, because I just can't believe nobody talks about them. Like, I see no big YouTuber do reviews on BH Cosmetics. No idea why, because their stuff is just unreal. So now that we've got the green on there, I need to find a shimmer to blend into my outer corner, and I think I'm going to take the shade next to it, which is called Berry, and I'm just going to use that. This shade is super foily, and I'm just going to use it to blend into the outer corner. Again, literally minimal effort. The only thing I will say about this palette is that I'm noticing there is a lot of fallout with the shimmer shades. If you are planning on going out, I'm not sure where at the moment, but if you are planning on going out, like in the future, wearing this eyeshadow palette, then I would recommend doing your eye makeup first before your base makeup, just because you'll have loads of chunks of like shimmer underneath your eyes. So now we need to pick a shade for the lower lash line, and I think I might go in with this dark matte here called Brandy. Okay, and that is the shade on the lower lash line, really beautifully pigmented. I must say, I'm very impressed with the matte shades. I honestly thought they were going to be a disaster because of how dry they were, but nope, they look really nice and pigmented. So lastly, I need to take a shade for my inner corner and brow bone. Now, normally I would take either one of these shades, one called Snowball and this one called Angel. I know, I should have picked that shade, but because this is quite a Christmassy look, I want to go in with a gold. So I'm going to take this shade up here, which is called Cider, because it's quite a peachy toned shimmer. I'm hoping it'll be light enough, we will see. Okay, so this is the completed eye look. The inner corner and brow bone shade is super blinding. It's a beautiful like peachy colour. I do think they are missing like a true gold in this palette, like a true yellow gold, just to go with the whole like Christmassy theme, but I do really like that shimmer shade. So this is the completed eye look. I'm now going to hop off camera. I'm going to do my lashes, mascara and lips, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. This is my completed look. I really hope you enjoyed it. For my lashes, I used the Pound Lashes in the style Dream. For my mascara, I used my Essence Lash Princess, which reminds me I'm going to order the Ariel collection because it's on Wilko's. I'm so excited, oh my god. And then for my lips, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick on in the shade American Doll. I thought, we're going Christmassy, why not just do the whole thing? So that's why I've got a bold lip on. I've gone from doing no red lips to 2 in a few videos, like that's crazy. Anyway, this is my completed look. I really hope you enjoyed the look that I created today. It's definitely more Christmassy, and I hope this gets you in the mood for Christmas. I'm so excited. I feel like we're getting to that stage now where we can generally start getting excited for Christmas. This year's been so crap, so let's just enjoy the moment. Let's just get excited for Christmas already. I cannot wait. I'm gonna start watching Christmas films. Let me know down below what your favourite Christmas film is. I feel like mine is probably Elf. I feel like that's a classic one. The Grinch, obviously, and Christmas with the Cranks. I always watch that film every single year. Me and my family have a tradition where we watch that film on like Christmas Eve. Absolutely love it. So anyway, let's get into the actual review of the palette. So firstly, let's talk about the highlighter palette. I mean, there isn't really much I need to say. I mean, the highlighter is absolutely blinding. It's definitely a me highlighter, so if you like your really blinding, really pigmented highlighters, you're going to love this. I feel like the shade range is okay. I feel like they could have improved it a little bit more slightly, because I feel like even I can get away with this gold. So I feel like they needed to maybe incorporate like a true gold highlighter in here, just so more people could use this palette. Obviously this shade and this shade are perfect for like fair to light skin tones. They have this shade here which of course will suit like a medium and deep skin tones, but I feel like light to medium, they needed like a true gold in here, and then this palette would have been absolutely perfect. Apart from that, I absolutely love this palette. I think for the price, it's definitely not like super affordable, but it's not super expensive either. And I feel like if you love your highlighters and you love BH Cosmetics, or you just love to have these blinding highlighters, definitely worth picking up. I love the packaging. It's, I mean, you couldn't get more Christmassy than that, could you? And the fact that it says Let It Go on it, absolutely love this palette. In terms of the eyeshadow palette, now I can't speak for the other palette that's in the collection, but the eyeshadows in this palette in particular are really good quality. As expected, I mean, the swatches did throw me off. I did think we was going to have a bad palette here, but no. That's why I say don't always trust, you know, the swatches, because sometimes they swatch rubbish but perform really well, and that is the case for this palette. Like the matte shades in here swatched absolutely terribly on my arms. They felt really dry and just not that pigmented, but no, when you put them on your lids, they are super pigmented. I absolutely love them. I feel like a lot of people are gonna love this palette because it is quite neutral. Like if you eliminate maybe the green and yeah, maybe the green, it is literally just like a neutral palette, isn't it? So I feel like a lot of people are gonna love the colour story of this one. With the Naughty palette, it is much bigger than this, hence the more expensive price tag, and it also has pops of colour in it. So this one's definitely for someone who prefers their neutrals. This palette is super sweet. It's really small, thin, compact, very travel friendly, and there is like a mirror in here. So I just want to say, yes, it is Christmas themed, but you could use this all year round. The shimmers in here are stunning. The shimmer formula that BH Cosmetics do is unreal. It's just that beautiful like foily goodness that you know that I love, and it's just amazing. I mean, you saw how well the shimmer applied to my lid. It was just like minimal effort, and I love the shimmers in this palette. So I am gonna strongly recommend these palettes because I've had such a good experience with them today. Please let me know down below what you think of them, and have you tried them yourself? I haven't really seen anyone review these yet, so you'll have to let me know your thoughts and opinions. But that pretty much rounds up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below. As always, I've done this many times now, but I have just told you to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the collection. So yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.